Hey, it's the ARM Dude here. Hey, in this video I want to show all you ARM users out there how to take advantage of accessory lists when you're entering in items onto a contract. Now these accessory lists, they have quite a bit of power and can be used for things like reminding you of additional items that should be included whenever a parent item is rented. Or they can be used for upsell purposes, kind of like, do you want fries with that burger type of thing. So I want to show you how you can set those up in your inventory, and you can have different accessory lists whether you're renting an item or selling an item. So stay tuned in this video and let's go check out how to set up an accessory list and take advantage of it. To set up an accessory list, you're going to need to go into Inventory Maintenance, and that can be found under the Maintenance folder in the ARM module on your system. Now I already have Inventory Maintenance open, so I'm going to just call up that screen, and we're going to go out and create an accessory list for this 48-inch round table. Okay, now to set up the accessories, I'll need to click on the Accessory button, and then I'm going to tell it whether or not this accessory list is to be used when I'm renting the item or to sell the item. I can have different lists based on which of the activities I'm going to do. Now in this case we're going to work on an accessory list for when we're renting the table. So I'll have that there. And then I'm going to leave this checkbox here because we want this to pop up. Every time I enter in this part number into a contract or an order, we want it to pop up this accessory list so we can make the suggestion to the customer. After I've done that, now I need to tell it which items I want to put on this accessory list. So we're going to do a lookup, and since we're talking about a table, I'm going to deal with chairs here so that we can recommend those. First thing I'm going to do is grab this first set of chairs here, the black wood chairs. We'll tell it to select that. We're going to rent these chairs since we're renting the table, and I'm going to tab over, and since this is a 48-inch table, that typically can set 5 people comfortably, so I'm going to enter in a quantity of 5 chairs for each table. We'll repeat this process for all of the other different chairs that we want to add. I'm going to go in and add a number of them real quick. Okay, now I have 5 different chair options available anytime I rent this table. And I want to start off by recommending which chairs I prefer to be rented with that table. To do that, I'm going to take advantage of this select column right here. And let's say I want to start off with the whitewood chairs as being the preferred chair. To do that, I'm going to just put a check mark right here in the select box. Now you'll notice this other column here, this is for required items. If I put a check box on any of the items and say that they're required, when the accessory list pops up, it will not allow me to deselect those. It's going to automatically add that accessory as an additional line item on the order whenever that parent item that the accessory list is tied to is placed on the order. Now that we've completed our accessory list, let's go ahead and just save it by clicking on OK. And now let's jump over into contract entry and see how that accessory list would work. So here I am on an open contract, and I am going to go in and place that table on there. Here's our 48-inch round table. And in this case, I'm going to say we need 5 of these tables. And when I tab through to the second line, you'll notice it pops up the accessory list. This is that list we just created. You'll also notice here that under the select column, our whitewood chairs are already pre-selected for us. Now this would be a good point for us to have the discussion with the customer, make sure that which chairs that they want, or in the case of tools or some other type of rental, what other options might they need with that particular tool. For example, I'm renting a saw. Maybe I want to include some saw blades with that. And I also want to point out something here while I'm on this screen. You'll notice that each one of these line items have a type next to them. In this case, all of these are considered rentals. But when I'm setting up my accessories, each line item can be a rental line. It could be a sale item. In the case of the saw example, I'm selling them a blade to go along with the saw that I'm renting them. Or it can be a no charge item. What I'm going to let them use, I expect it to bring it back. Or a no charge item that I'm just giving to them. So there's different types. In this case, I used all rental for my accessories. Now, if I wanted to make a change here, let's say we wanted to go with the black wood chairs instead of the white wood, I would just put a checkbox right here, and then I would deselect the white wood. I don't want to double up on my chairs here. So I'm going to go with the black wood, and we'll tell it to finish. And it brings that black wood line item in. You'll see the description here. And again, since we have 5 tables, each one setting 5 people, we need 25 chairs. So it brought in the appropriate number of chairs and the rate to charge for that. That's how you use accessories. You can use this for making sure that you include items that you don't want to forget. Or better yet, take advantage of the accessory list for upsell purposes. It's a very powerful tool when it comes to that.